In this video, we're going to be going over the Got It number 2 in lesson 10.3, and we're relating similar triangles and slope. We're comparing the ratios of the side lengths of triangles to the slope of a line. Okay, it says, which of the following slope triangles could you use to find the slope of the line with the equation y equals 2/3 x plus 5? Explain your reasoning. All right, so we have our slope triangles right here. And so the first thing we have to figure out, if we're going to compare it and use them for the slope of the line of the equation, y equals 2/3 x plus 5, we have to figure out what's the slope of the equation. Remember, the slope is the number with the x. So in this case, our slope is 2/3. Which means that the rise is 2 and the run is 1. I'm sorry, and the run is 3. The rise is 2 and the run is 3. Okay, now that we know that our slope has a rise of 2 and a run of 3, let's check which of these slope triangles could be used and have that same slope. So let's look at our first triangle. The rise is 1, 2, 3. So the rise is 3. And then the run is 1, 2 units long. All right, so we have the run is 2. And if we make that into a ratio of the rise to the rise is 3, the run is 2. Okay. So the slope triangle here, the rise over the run is 3/2, which is not 2/3. So this would be no. The answer is no. Right, no, we couldn't use this slope triangle because the ratio of the rise to the run of the slope triangle is not 2/3. Okay, let's check our next triangle, the rise over the run, to figure out if it's the same rise over run of the equation. The rise of our triangle is 1, 2 units long, so the rise is 2. And the run is 1, 2, 3. Okay, so if we put that as a rise over run, it's 2/3. So we can use this slope triangle to help us find the slope of the line. Y equals 2x, 2/3 x. Sorry guys, let me back up. Y equals 2/3 x plus 5. We can use this slope triangle because the ratio of the rise to the run of this slope triangle is 2/3. So yes, because the ratio of the rise to the run of the slope triangle is 2/3. Okay. So let's look at the last one here. The rise over the run of the slope triangle. The rise is 1, 2, 3, 4. And the run is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so if we put that as a rise over run, it's 4/6. Which in this case, this reduces, if we divide the top and the bottom by 2, we could reduce the rise over the run. We can reduce the fraction to 2/3, which means that we can use this slope triangle to find the slope of the line with the equation y equals 2/3 x plus 5. Okay, and your reasoning would be, it's yes, and it's the same reasoning as this triangle right there, because the ratio of the rise to the run of the slope triangle is 2/3. Okay. Meaning that these two triangles are similar. Okay, this one is actually twice as big as this one. Okay, make sure you have the correct answer with the correct work, and then you can now do the classwork for 10.3.